This one's gonna be quick. But if you have ever felt like throwing in the towel on your salon, please keep watching. So I have felt like throwing in the towel on my salon for years at a time over the last 18 years. My name is Lexi Lomax. I'm a salon business coach and strategist, and I'm a salon owner in Southern California. I'm actually headed to the salon right now. And I mean, there were years, back-to-back years, and then maybe a little break, and then more back-to-back years where I just wanted to say, like, I don't want to do this. I did say that. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I remember standing in my mom's kitchen saying, I just feel like maybe I'm just, like, not going to pay the mortgage and, like, see how this goes for a little bit, and, like, they can just have it back. They can have it back. I'm young enough. I'll bounce back. Like, I just don't want to do this. And in my gut, as I said those words, I knew I wasn't going to do it. But I just wanted to, like, have a pity party for a minute. And my mom's not the person to have a pity party with. That was a bad choice. She was like, you will not do that. I was like, wah, baby. But for real, like, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to do that either. But during that time, in 2008, 9-ish probably is where I really felt this the most. It was like, what did I get myself into? Years 2, 3, 4 of salon ownership, I was like, this is the worst. This is not what I signed up for. I hate this the most. I don't want to babysit these grown women. I don't want to deal with these people. Like, I'm sick of stupid people. Like, that's literally how I felt. I was so unkind about it. But that is, like, it's how I felt. And those are valid feelings, right? Like, clients were annoying. People were annoying. Everybody was annoying because I didn't have my shit together. My business was built on a super solid foundation. But there were cracks even in that at that point. It was built properly. And when I say it was built on a solid foundation, what I mean is that the business model was built to succeed. So I didn't need very much in terms of revenue, income, profit, frankly, in order for the business to be successful and profitable. I didn't need a lot for me to live at that stage of my life. I was very young and, like, you know, just didn't matter. But the business was set up in a way that it would generate what I needed, right? We were very cautious in the beginning, and unfortunately a lot of businesses are not set up that way. So from the very beginning, the foundation was solid in that the business model I had selected mattered and worked for my conditions, right? The conditions of my business, what was going on outside of the business, right? Like overhead and cost of living and these sort of things. Like it fit. So right off the jump, we're good. And then you get people involved. And it's like, oh, this is so much more work than I thought it was going to be. And then the economy took a dive. I had opened in 2007 and 2009, at the end of ish 8. I was in a bad spot. I mean, people could still pay their rent, but like we went in 2007, I was making so much money, like literally so much money. We were selling so much retail. We were like literally the most, like maybe the most ever. I don't know. Like it felt like the most ever for like based on percentages of how many people have been there and whatever. Like it was phenomenal. Like there was excess, like so much excess each month that I mismanaged for sure. I could go back and kick myself. I'd probably have a beach house. Like a rental property at this point if I had managed that year of money well. And then the next year just tanked. And then I didn't want to do it anymore. And I was like, I'm so over this. So if you have felt like that, right? You just have to come back and go, okay, so where are the pieces of this puzzle that are wonky that I can correct? And then the foundation will be more solid so that this pressure and this stress that I'm feeling can be reduced. Now, what I will say is if you really want to quit, if you're like, no, I really want to quit, I hate this, let yourself have a pity party for 10 minutes and then think about what would you do if you didn't have the salon. And if you're like, well, I would just open another business. Can we just have a minute? You already have a business. You already have done the work. You're going to lose money, like all that. Don't. Like, just focus on what you want. But what I will say is it's completely fine to have a pity party and be like, I don't want this. Like, I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. Frankly, it's fine to have a pity party. You just can't let it last or take over or become your personality or how you operate in your business. But what I need you to know, and the thing that I think you know in your gut, not the salon now. There it is. The thing I think you know in your gut most of all is that if you really wanted to quit, you just quit. I don't think you actually want to quit. I think you want to make it work. But the tricky part about making it work is sometimes we don't have the right tools to make it work, or you don't know what that next indicated step is that you need to do, the thing you need to take in order to make it work. And in those moments when I was standing in my mom's kitchen and just wanted to let it go, there were outside things that I couldn't control. There were absolutely outside things that I could not control. The economy, how could I control that? I can't. That was a dumpster fire of an economic situation. But we made it through, because what I did is I buckled down, I got back to the basics, and I did the things that fortified my foundation moving forward. I'm so grateful for those years. I'm so grateful that I didn't quit. But ultimately, if you are feeling like you want to quit and you're like, wow, baby, have a pity party, figure out what you're going to do when you quit, hypothetically, and then come back to if that's the best choice for you. Right? Because it might be, and maybe you don't want it that bad. But at the end of the day, I will tell you this with 100% certainty. The money that I have made in the beauty industry is the easiest money I think I'll ever make. In the salon. In the salon is the easiest money to make, I promise. For me in my life, that is facts. Now, what I will say is maybe it would be better for you to have a job. Maybe there are other things. Maybe there are, maybe you're not cut out for it, and that's okay. If you don't want it that bad, don't have it. But if you want it, if there's a shred of truth and you're like, no, I don't want to quit. I just don't know what to do and I'm overwhelmed and I think quitting is the only thing I can do to like fix my life, fix my family, fix whatever is going on that the business is affecting outside of you, then like, okay, let's talk. Send me a DM. Before you quit, please send me a DM. Comment below. I know that people get in this like, oh, my lease is coming up, it's the end of the year, it's this, it's that, it's this, maybe I should just stop. It's like, let's look at the numbers, let's look at the foundational things, and let's talk about what you want for your life and your business and see if it's possible. And if you're willing to do the work, then I say you don't quit. If you're not willing to do the work, then you probably shouldn't have become a business owner in the first place. I love you. Tough love, but always with so much heart. Mwah.